Most people they cut off who they call during this period.
We
They
don't
went outside. They go in this period, they not shut down the town village now.
They broke it.
Like me, I everybody will give me rice yesterday now. And they cut them. And they cut all of them.
Basically everybody.
And they cut.
So you want to get that 2025 alone.
And I'll go find new people who don't know me. Because I survivor. See, I want to be the best motivator. But the problem is, say, if you know they need you to bring your best, if you bring your worst. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Just Being Adultish. I'm your guy Dean, and of course, Prank's in the building.
Yeah.
Should we start by saying should I say Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
You didn't wait until we don't see each other yesterday.
And
We see yesterday. We don't see
see yesterday now.
where we see.
But the way you bring that alone.
Oh, okay, that's true. But you don't cook rice. You know Christmas, you did not cook rice.
Like this I don't cook rice.
But I'm not smell rice, but
And covert operation.
But downstairs, I don't know who they cook. That is the immediate neighbor downstairs. And their rice yesterday was just the smell started.
Christmas nice to be as this before. If I just say, if you for those persons.
Yes. Even, there was a time yesterday I went near their door. Look, I used time. I called the shouting to me. You don't say the cook rice. You know the cook rice. Like, help us. Yeah, to be never job. Nobody answered. I ended up ordering food yesterday. I was sad. The other about the food going. One new vendor, child advice. I'll do one for you. How you did? How did you spend your yesterday?
Then I spent it inside the house. Funny enough, it was just a chill Christmas for me. I didn't do anything. Just turned off my phone. You know, just stayed to watch movies.
I do really yeah, I did the same thing. What do you typically look forward to the most around this time of the year?
Honestly, they change, right? Before, like growing up, my grandma was alive, so it was just a thing. I don't know if that okay for Rivers Stadium, your place not too far from your side, so it was mostly for the.
That would be the query with the send the trap.
So mostly for the Eastern people, they can wherever they everybody they just go check MPs now display to go back it's not cause that. So around that time was just traveling for Christmas. Now it's not turn adults now. Responsibility there because you go Christmas now. Instead of it to for them to celebrate the reason for the season, they will be you. And do Christmas for me. If like you no go run,
Maybe go outside. I go outside go back. You go run by
no, Christmas is always fun. Right? It's always fun. So like when you go back, most of the time when different your cousins, most of the ones who are the you get like you always make more sense when you say get party when you say
something else.
yeah.
You know, that year I used to look forward to like carnivals, those streets.
Street carnival, I say everybody is building those street.
How did they go for house that year now? Sometimes we'll go from depends on the day and the done. But if then in a situation where multiple fall on the same day along that area, we just go from one to the other. It used to be so much fun.
I think it's still people still do it.
They still do.
That might be even be more turn up because people boys the money they get to jail.
But when I went home, I saw some places where they are already started setting up like those their decorations, balloons, all the ribbons and stuff. But I don't know when the ocean. What about the girls? Dirty for the
Let's see. I say
dirty December.
he say it's not dirty.
You know good, dirty for the girls.
You get money to dirty. Period tough.
I don't know why everybody is trooping into Lagos this period. I've seen a lot of like I just go back and even some foreign stars, foreign celebrities. They're coming to Lagos. I know there's always a lot of activities in Lagos, right? But I don't know if there's a particular reason why it looks like this time around, many people are.
See, you know the reason, just tell us because man, well,
I will get
we
money.
need to come on. I need to say we come on and
I didn't want to go out. I spent from here to airport. That's a few days ago.
Yeah.
That journey is supposed to be like 20 minutes journey.
Yeah.
I spent over an hour getting to the airport. And then I didn't even follow the normal road. At the point there, I got follow someone inside the Keja. Turn. I don't know where I was out. I don't know.
Serious. So
So
that means if you see get flight tomorrow, now to the leave anyway.
you know where it was surprising because the map showed me like 30 minutes, but then when I got to like Ikeja, the road was just blocked. I had to now follow inside one of those GRAs areas. I just turn, somehow. I bust out for back of the airport. I do look forward to one thing though. Like a few years ago when they would do that concept, I enjoyed that. I went for that. So the one time I go outside,
I think we were there. I went there.
you
Go
were
out and they played tennis.
oh no, be that one, no be that
But
one.
that was a young one.
Yeah, that's a year there. But this one they had like a December
Christmas.
concert. I went there. I think that's the only time I've gone to an actual concert in December. We know the church stuff that year. But I enjoyed that one. It was fun. Fino Day, Olamide Day.
Oh,
It's fun.
Zero.
Zero.
Companies will get money.
Zero.
And if you get person for there, like
Um,
get good with those companies. I just saw they do some kind of thing.
but even they shall, if you look, find out that calendar. I told Paul to be sending me events. Since I told him till today, when he sent me
Person thought saying in the van where to go yesterday.
who Paul? Paul again when he drop me link every day.
I mean, there is. I mean, it's serious.
Maybe no one go where he said, but I don't see event this kind of.
Events on 25th to every.
I think going down this Russia, except if you're not a nice person, if you never decide say I dey come out, I dey come out. There's no nothing like quickly
Rush.
I dey come. I need to I dey come this week.
Lagos we've seen traffic's fucking up. And
Hey, let's not go there.
all those
Someone sent me the price from somewhere in Ikoyi or so to me. Still on the island, I can't remember where. It was almost 50 something that way.
they've been going and coming like
73. 73.
wait, can you go back to my
Anyway, that day I go airport, I used to just listen to the driver say they there. Wow, this one said for me 34,000.
and you know much.
These are the drivers. Wow. How can we stop fuel with this one? I just knew, I just thank God say I drive. At least that one, say okay, no matter how it be, you just be inside car. If you tire you sleep there. But this period, they're going out now will be very well sure you get to go you dey for now we dey far from
If I'm making money with all those work, of course I'm going to.
I know that's the
Not-
if you're source of income right now,
Yeah,
nightlife, go outside,
Of course,
you go go on.
of course.
I just go back full everywhere.
Money day.
See, money actually dey.
Money day.
That is weird. It's so weird because we spend the whole year complaining. Say money no dey, money no dey, money no dey. But somehow around December, one, weddings dey full every weekend. Once you don dey reach December, turn up no dey finish. Somehow, I don't know how. Even with the increase in prices and everything, somehow people just money just appear. Na same we dey save, we dey whine ourselves say money no dey.
See, I feel like Nigeria na place of regardless of wetin you dey pass through. When that time they just keep your problem one side first.
And you shut that.
No, like I think that if you even think about that, Tikolo is not short for this to be country. There are countries that are going to be like, of course, somewhere else it's more short. Nigeria will be that kind of place. We just did that one stupid disaster. The funny thing that most of the disasters happen in Nigeria, I feel like 90% of them are avoided.
What do you call that? What do you call what we have here disaster? Not really disaster.
But a lot of them are disasters.
Like, give example.
Like hospital, all those hospital issues. Where you go to hospital and say, doctor do this, doctor don't do that. Doctor
Okay,
do this,
yes,
all of that. All of
Say
the
when they talk disaster,
those two, like now they very much available.
like earthquake there.
Imagine if they get angry for this time.
We don't get the kind of problems we get still get earthquake there. You don't go add up.
Is it no bad though?
You don't feel add up.
Okay, okay.
Imagine, okay, you dey drag bad government, you dey drag traffic, you drag
When you say come back for exas, come back for
eh,
left side.
as you dey go, everybody there go down. It don't go make sense now. God will do am, no I share and give us our problem now, people. Our people be our problem. I was watching, this is unrelated to everything. I was watching, what's the YouTuber? This great guy, Tiger, he moved to,
I said that video was heartbreaking.
but I wasn't watching his own video. This is not his own I'm referencing. I was watching somebody react to his video
Of living Nigeria.
of living Nigeria.
Okay.
And the person is the lady. She left Nigeria and she came back.
Yeah.
But it was for personal reasons. And she was like, everybody that is blasting Tayo for leaving and querying, me first
Wait,
of all,
people believe
some
like
people I know man, that's social media.
the thing was that for me, Tayo, right? I was surprised that he left Nigeria. My baby brother, she was not surprised.
But it makes sense for him to leave based on what he
From what he said, he actually 100% makes sense. You know the funny thing, at least he gave some insight about his life, his day to day. If you never really want, if you've not seen that video, you would think he has it easy. Do you get? Because of course it would be like that's the life that he wants to live. He wants to just travel around and make videos. But you don't see the things that are behind making those videos.
Yeah.
And when Papa mentioned what is it called? Jet lag, all of those things, wasting time in the airport, and think like if you know how exhausting that can be. Like the one who would travel, I understand because we they jump from one place to another. I was like the travel was sweet. Going around seeing places was sweet. But what you say when you go, you don't feel even pack your clothes come out. Because you go one place 2 days, they did that place 2 days, you're leaving that place. And remember you didn't walk. So by the time you do this, you don't even feel settled. You will still get even fine, you don't feel cook. If you the cooking time, then you can't go where you don't even know anything, the food is strange.
You talk self,
You don't even know it. As in, you will still find what they chop, where we say, like, when you feel chop.
Yeah.
Like people don't know, but I was the video was the video really paid me because our country, or rather, would I say our country, Africa, has really failed us. So the thing really paid me. Like I'm like big kudos to you.
So the lady was just explaining all these things you explained to you. She was like, hey, if you've not been there, you won't understand.
You cannot understand.
So that she coming back, yeah, even as she came back, she has never been one to say, hey, don't travel out. You know, say me, me personally too. I don't be jackpot person, like food the head. But that's not because that just say it's a personal reason.
Yeah.
I rather find myself me or my siblings jack. We are still months. So I was just thinking at the time, when you just think back to some of the stupid things that was happening over the year in Nigeria, you just be like, actually, if you get away,
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
If you get away wrong,
Yeah.
when you just hear some of the stupid things politicians don't do, what things they don't talk. Who know they face the FCC right now? Everybody.
Like it's
Former this, former that.
it's-
Everybody run from the FCC.
right, it's really sad. I remember that time when parents were around, we were talking about it. I think basically that was like the whole thing around my mind, but somebody don't come because I wouldn't say I face some of these things firsthand. Like sometimes you know, some people can get kind of like lucky, some of all this predicament.
Yeah, it's experience.
But then it's like when you don't look all these things and like see when you go to a system that works, you will really unlock your creativity.
All these things what I did talk, but it doesn't pay me. I said nobody give me rice.
And
And the only things
you post for your start to say, I want chop.
then they somehow
Then you say, come have some come chop right.
I don't want come house for me. Why just this? Now I see now. If I get bills or something now, people, family.
Bring rice, so bring rice. It's not today.
Okay, so moving on. Let's look back at some of the biggest trends this year.
Okay, okay.
Uh, Me with the talk of trend, I don't know if you remember. Which one do you remember?
This question on that way.
Actually, because right now, as I talk, the only one thing that they remember cooking with guy.
That's
But the past how many days, the only thing I just see,
what is that?
you know, one TikTok view.
Okay.
Cooking with guy. You not seen it?
No.
Boy, you said serious.
I swear.
You not seen it?
No.
Ah, she cooks, but she dances and does all of this.
You did a trend.
Yeah, nah. Serious. What even catch me at the song? Don't be this thing. At the cooking with guy. Yeah, I'm sure you go. Ah, you don't see the one.
Ah, wow. Oh,
I'm sure I get that.
it's really funny how I feel like I know that I really know the social media person, but this one not really come out.
See how I one of the now just the now the most recent thing I stumbled upon.
Okay.
So you just the
It's Nigeria.
no, no. And the recent thing I stumbled upon we just the give me when now
Okay.
so that the recent way in my mind. I'm trying to think what this year. This December now Ogule.
Okay. Oh, chop rice.
Chop rice was not December now. Now November. I mean December. Chop rice.
Check
Man fine.
check trends we have for Nigeria.
So the funny thing I'm saying, if we come out here now, remember all of them.
uh 2024.
Funny thing is, that was fine.
You're surprised how some people have actually documented some of this stuff.
You go there now, you go there Twitter somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. I have to go my search is very terrible.
T-Pain.
Oh, T-Pain.
T-Pain was another one. What's it? T-Pain hit him. The other first day I see T-Pain, I have no idea what they were talking about.
Curious. I'm not sure I did. You know, I think it's some of those things that I think all that like I stumbled upon it and like people had already like I think they already know explain that this T-Pain economy, then you don't understand. Oh, okay. You know, that kind of thing. So
My brain just dey fail me. Usually when it comes to this thing, I dey on top of
any kind of you really can't even remember.
but T-Pain be the other purpose. But T-Pain was still very fairly recent.
Yeah, it's been very recent. I think that's just the thing. Like, there's always in Nigeria, there's always one thing that distracts us from.
Please, if you remember, can you just drop us the comments?
Right. Because
Like do another episode just to make sure that we put it back on.
I think for Nigeria and for us now, there's always something that distracts us from what the real problem is. And I feel like this has been a trend even from before our generation and stuff.
Mm.
Because if it wasn't that, I think Nigeria would have really been a better place. But then the people in power just know how to use stuff to distract us from what it is.
Just do once.
Don't get more magic, and then what the real problem is, redirect that problem to something else that just really distract you from it. So it's like
I think we have the when it comes to attention span, it's very short now.
Nigerians.
Yeah, short now. So if something happen now and there's no consequence immediately for it, that's the odds. The next 1 week, something else.
I think it's because of that actually, because of the no consequence.
No consequence now.
Because if somebody does it and no consequence, nothing will happen, not everything goes and stuff.
I wish I could. I wish I could say. I'm not saying no. No problem. Moving on. Let's do it. This year, Sha. I know we went through a lot of things. It was the mixed year.
Yeah.
Ups and downs. You didn't start the year. You're not here at the beginning.
You know, I was coming back from the States.
God come here, God jam.
Heat wave. That's the one I jam when I came back. She's on that period was
You guys came back February,
February.
and that period was
Jesus, that period. Like, I just come down from the airport.
you just
Come on, immediately I come out from the gate. Just be like saying they carry hot air and I need to go for my body. So, what the heck?
that period was hot.
Some period was really, really hot. So really, really hot.
It was. This year we had what those we had a lot of social media fights, but that was normal. Oh, yeah. When did we move? We moved houses this year.
Yeah, that's what I think about.
February, March. It was March. I moved in March. I moved in March. You moved in.
I think it was later
April.
March.
Was it March?
Okay, it might be April.
April. Yeah, I moved in March.
Yeah, we'll say we had ups and lots of downs.
That was plenty. Hey, that was plenty.
That was plenty. That was plenty. But
Let's start from. Let's do like this. What's your biggest win this year? Or one thing you're really very proud of?
oh, moving places.
Yes.
Yeah, so in like Lagos can be chaotic.
Mm.
And I'm grateful that I was able to move into a place where it's very comfortable. Like, we're fortunate to let's call it fortunate or unfortunate to be in Bali.
It's
fortunate.
fortunate. It's fortunate because
Like fortunate.
yeah, you
Yeah,
weigh
by weight,
Yeah.
like I don't bother about fuel anymore. And any of those things, except when National Grid for.
Aha, man, that thing we tried over this year.
National Grid, that.
We just go down, it just be exactly.
So I'm calling that one and all. So outside that there's when you're staying somewhere that's spacious, it gives you this freedom to be able to and another thing, okay, my pets came back, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll call those names.
Same thing. Really. I think moving to was very big when. Especially since I didn't have like I didn't plan on it. Then just something that came up and you're like, fuck it, let's do it. And then go left, go right, go left, go right. But I mean, whatever happened, we moved, Jack.
Yeah.
One thing you're most grateful for this year.
That's on our record. What answer first?
Think on what I'm most grateful for this year. Clarity. I think I over the months, that's one thing I almost every day I'm getting how you put them. I'm understanding the next thing to do better, right? I haven't figured out a lot of things, but the way I'm thinking today is not the way I was thinking 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Even before when I moved, and with each day that passes, it's just like, hey, okay, you're simplifying, and you're just okay, understanding that hey, I need to do this next, right? This is the next thing I'm going to do. I'm not at the point yet where I know the overall goal, right? So I don't know, say, hey, I want to do this big thing. But every day I'm getting clarity, okay, this is the immediate next step I need to take, right? The only time I never figure out now how to take the step without thinking too much about it. Because one of the things that fucked me up this year, doubt, default, I'm an overthinker. I did think fear. I dey analyze things. So before something happens, or before I do anything, I've either thought of all the things that could possibly go wrong,
Okay.
or all the things that could go wrong. But the sad part is, same way I think about this, most times I get stuck in what could go wrong, and then I don't move from there. And I move technically because you'll be there and you're still thinking, how can I solve for all the 2,000 things that could go wrong? Even with work, it affects me. Where instead of just shipping first, more ship learn, right? Especially if I'm able to see a problem. Even if I can't solve it, my mind is just stuck in that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is not going to work out. There's no need to do this. Let's figure this out. Yeah. But then I'm now learning again the clarity that hey, nobody has a template to this thing.
Yeah.
Even the biggest people, biggest boss, like Ty right now, you would have thought that somebody like that has everything on lock, right? He's not worried about this thing. He has traveled so much that when he gets to the airport, nobody stress him too much again. But then listening to him, you will now see that even he himself, he's facing the same problems at a different level. So you just see that okay, nobody has it all figured out. And so that clarity thing is just something I'm grateful for. That hey, I've seen that we are all just figuring it out. Even the people we look like say they have it all sorted out. But those of them they're just going one day at a time. I think you know.
That's a lot. I don't. I think if I want to say things I'm grateful for, I'm just picking this. I don't think there's one very. I wouldn't say this year was not like this for me.
Mm.
So hopefully next year will be better.
No, but I don't see this thing.
So if I'm picking up, I'll say okay. One, we're able to go video, right?
Yeah, on JV.
So we were able to. I think this is the most I've done for podcasts this year. This year, like last year. This year. So
I told you I traveled and then I forgot I took the wrong laptop.
yeah.
That's why I didn't upload.
Yeah, no. So
I'm considering uploading 3 of them.
I think we can just basically do that. Just upload it. Then next year, let's say we are not.
I'm gonna reach out and say that the moment I settled and I've done everything I was doing. Okay, I say at night now let me just look at it again, do everything. I check back, open laptop. It's a wrong laptop. Oh God. How crazy that day.
So all those small wins, like going to the gym, I've been really consistent this year.
Gym was fun this year.
Yeah, gym was really fun. Like if I look back to where I started this year, where I am this year, I'm actually very happy with it. Like going to next year. What else again? We cooked more this year, so I cooked more this year. I really ordered food, so more of cooking, even though it can be frustrating because to be honest, there's days that to eat once because like every other thing is kind of like interfering. Yeah. Uh, uh, so I don't know for the clarity part. I never get clear. Not like I've not gotten clear. A lot of things just bulk my head. So I was listening to I was listening to this video, Simon Sinek. It was like a short clip, Simon Sinek and Trevor Noah. So I forgot what the topic was, but what he said was more like whether he has heard of the successful shoe market or shoe salesman. And the whole idea of what he was talking about was two. He said two, not three. What he was trying to mention was that somebody comes to your shop to buy a shoe, take two shoes to them, right? If they say they are not satisfied with any of those two, remove one of the shoes and bring one. Like the idea is to limit your options because the concept of so many options feels like there's freedom, but there's really no freedom because you end up choosing something and you get going back to regrets. Will I choose the right thing or not? So I think for me that's the new concept I basically want to take because I normally think of a lot of projects in my head and I end up not doing them efficiently because it feels like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So I think for me, the thing of in conversations, it sounds cool. Like imagine that I'm talking to someone that's a man, I'm running this, that, running that, running this, running that, and at the end of the day, I've not even been able to produce at least 50% of anyone. So I think for me, it's going to be maybe I think I can just call that. Maybe that's what I want to go on next year. Try and look at things, what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, and cut off the rest. You can then like take that bold step to say, I've done this for a very long time because it's very difficult. Imagine you've been doing something for. I know people that have been doing something for a very long time for more than 5, 6 years, and they're like, this shit will not work. Just it's painful because they feel like that's the feeling of time wasted. Like it's really sad, but then it's like yeah. So that's the approach I want to take. Like coming to the next year, let me know how
Yeah, I get it. Even in design, they say uh, limit the options you give to it because it's not just about making the wrong decisions, it's about even making the decision. Because sometimes if you have a lot of things, like just like my head, you get stuck analyzing all these plenty things, and then you find out that okay, even if you put your head in all of them, you end up giving like 2% to each of them, and you'll be exhausted.
You will.
But at the end of the day, you're not even making any physical progress. So you just be tired. So for money, they do this, they do that. I think the people that are able to sustain that level of activity, they dedicate a lot.
Yeah.
So if they run, for example, somebody running a podcast, somebody running a studio somewhere, running a gym or plenty, they still get full time work and all these things. You'd find out that okay, for the podcast, for example, they might not be the one editing or even setting up.
Yeah.
Their own is just to show up and do it, right? For their gym or let's just use an example.
I don't dedicate that.
No, not for the workout. But even if for the workout, they already have a system that works for them. So their own is again show up.
Sure.
And that's one big lesson I've learned this year too. But now YouTube videos and YouTube research showing up is very important. Like it's one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Even the gym taught me that. Using the gym, for example, again, some days you're not at your maximum strength, right? You just know, they don't need tell you. There's not like anything is wrong. Body's like that. Maybe the workout for the previous days, that's the day your body's feeling it. But the fact that you're there is already something.
Yeah.
So you might not push 10,000 kilograms as you would normally push or 20,000. But that day you do 6,000. It's something.
Yeah.
It over time it adds up. But imagine if you do one today, you know, show up the next day. It feels like you're resting too much. But at the end of the day, if you do it once, yeah, it's fine. But then over the course of a month, you know, show up a number of times.
Yeah.
Over the course of 6 months, you don't see I'm saying yourself. So same thing with even with work and all of these things here. There are sometimes that you have no idea what you're doing. You don't sit down like this. You look laptop and you just like say, but I get one day. You get one day where I sit down in front of screen.
Yeah.
About that day, like how many hours like this? Like say, I don't dey do anything since. I don't dey watch anything. I don't dey do anything. I just dey move the same box, the same that same screen where I dey work on. I just dey move am front and back.
But you know, this gives me some weird satisfaction. Like the idea that I'd prefer to like just sit down on my laptop and really not do anything that not be there. Because sitting down on my laptop and I'm not doing it, mostly I might just see interesting YouTube topic that okay, this makes sense. Click, click. Sometimes I just because every morning I go through my mail, I always get mail from like Quora, Reddit. I'm seeing one very interesting topic. I'll click open it to one side. I'll come back to this. But I think the one I'm trying to like follow recently is something that I opened because at the state I was in at that time wanted to learn this. Once I open it and I can't see it, once I just see that I just close it. I don't think it so much again these days because like it's like if I want it, I will find it again. So instead of keeping a lot of tabs and getting overwhelmed, by everything that's happening around. So I will just tab, like just delete, and just leave it free now.
I don't even. If I open 2 million tabs, no matter how long it is for my screen, one day I will just like for squid. Because I feel like if something is very important to me, I have done it. Like if a particular information is important to me, I've already consumed it. So if I save something, if I keep something there, or for like watch later or something, just on the tab there, most times I know they get back to them. Because a lot of things again will carry your attention there.
I have go to my YouTube, I have a lot of watching.
Now I don't have to watch.
Before I used to just add one in that. I even created groups.
List.
This one will be tech, this one will be food, this one will be others. Like this one will be music, sir. Morrison, and the funny thing, I never go back. like almost never. I have this extension.
Sometimes.
I have this extension
Mm.
on my Chrome. It's called Toby, right? It's basically if you have like instead of using the bookmark, you can easily just drag it into that. So it's like when you open a new tab, you're seeing everything that
Yeah.
you kept, and you can also group it. So it's like I have like a lot. Sometimes I just went back like just delete. Only I'll be able to like organize my life when I just what I need to do that. If I need something else, I'll go for it. Then I'm done.
Mm.
Close.
And this year, last question. Oh, no, last. What's one moment or one thing that humbled you this year?
Hmm. That's a question. That's humble.
Or a fail or something that just made you realize, okay, calm, I don't want to reach.
Quite a lot too. When I'm saying a lot is like I had some moments whereby I said, "Sure, I really need big money." So I think that one might be the most humble thing, but I really can't remember.
But that money on a number. As
So
far as
money one is
like,
money one is like mostly here.
because was it this Lagos?
Yeah,
Just step out, you just see some kind of things where you just
yeah. So
trigger PTSD. Just, yeah.
mine is not like it's just like a thing of like a nice to have, not like a very
Yeah.
nice to have kind of you know. But humble, I'm still thinking. I think some things that actually really move me is when I see um I don't want to use my mates, but let me just do that for this context. Doing amazing stuff. So really it's not more like money, it's more like when I see someone, the person builds this, or the person builds that I always get like I can actually do this. So it's like I really want to organize my life so that I will do something like that. Because to me, there's always this pride of, do you know this stuff? But I actually do it.
Big flex.
Oh, see, that's the kind of flex I want, right?
For real?
That's it. Like, yeah, I built it. It's like, we have the same, that kind. So, man. So I think that's what did I go for any program this year? I really can't remember. But then I'm in a lot of groups and I used to see guys, Nigerians doing just amazing shit. Like, I don't know how many years this is from them, but damn.
I think we are just maybe different people are in different levels or different stages in life. So some of those people now, they were fortunate enough to either be in the right space earlier, where you see they get the direction where they need, or they get one person who just the you understand, who they look up to. It might not be a direct mentor or somebody, or they're just in a very good space where has helped them gain this clarity that I talked about from the start. So they just know, say, well, the mindset different, but they have a better mindset when it comes to not just do it. If you fail, you fail. If you don't fail,
I really like that. What do you call it?
what you want to do?
What you just said.
I just do it myself.
No, yeah. Like that, yeah. I like that mindset of things because I've had issues with overthinking stuff.
Yeah.
And overthinking they make me
They kill you.
so I always like so if it's something that I don't know if you notice whenever I want to do something, my own idea is
Let's just do
if it's feeling, let us just feel it sharp. And I really love working in a team actually. I really notice it because I like people that keep me accountable to something. I like people that that can actually hold me to something that when you say no to this thing and then because there's always this thing of if I'm working with the team,
it. Yeah.
I don't want to let that thing. I don't want to be the person that is like
Basically, I
let's
think they ask, who's a blocker, Frank?
like no, I really
I hate that.
I hate that shit. So that's why it's like it's always motivating for me. That's why I love working with teams because at least I know see everybody get their part to play.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the one that's going to fuck this shit up.
True, true. That's one moment that happened. Oh, after I moved, it changed a lot of things. Like the immediate 2 months or so.
Yeah.
Because again, I didn't have like I didn't have like money set aside. Say this is the money I'm using to move. I didn't also have like a bigger plan. Say okay, this,
Yeah.
and we moved that. this year, the time we moved, that's dollar
was the
all-time
peak. It was
highest.
peak. Yeah.
That's about 1.9, closing in on
Yeah,
2K.
it was the peak.
That's like dollar highest.
That was
So things were fucking expensive then. So it was just crazy.
that was like, honestly, that was like the worst time to move.
It's the worst time to
It
move.
was the worst time because everything was like, there was like, and everybody there was like, dollars.
Dollars.
Yeah.
So that period it was crazy, man. At the point, I think it fucked up my mind so much that I just vexed by default.
Yeah, like at the point I was like, are you sure this move was the right thing
But
to
you
do?
just vex. Every small thing they piss me off.
Like-
But again, like you know that okay, last year I was able to build financially to the point where, okay, I know that yes, any emergency that comes up right now, I should be able to sort it out, right? And then still be alright. But then in the space of a month, you are at the point where but if anything come up where you no see coming,
we just collect one of my kidneys.
like e dey that bad. That period was like it was like a new reality just hit, and then it's like then it started affecting me at work. It started affecting me with a lot of things. Where I'm so scared of something going wrong. And you know that like like you know anything that's a mafia, anything that can anything that can go wrong. And I was always on the edge, like let this not be the point. That goes wrong.
Yeah.
Because one of my biggest fear in life is being up there and then or being not up there, but being on the what do you call that thing? Trajectory up and then just make it steep down.
Yeah.
I've seen from a lot of people experience that not a lot of people make it back to that journey because you'll be so caught up in oh fuck what mistakes did I make that is instead of especially if your mind me now will be wanting car and my own don't finish right now. So you be in that mindset of oh instead of moving on so quickly you'll be thinking what would I have done differently, what would I have done differently, and each time you do that you just your doubt your self-belief keeps going down.
And what's part of all of those things? What keep moving?
What said your papa?
Exactly.
What they said your papa?
What you already knew that brought you to that place, and the longer you stay out of the game,
Yeah.
the more things.
I don't remember that trend this year was AI.
Yeah.
Remember that period where everybody did do AI about that. If you don't do AI about
Okay, now it's face. I didn't do that shit.
you know that age one all those things.
I didn't do any of that.
If you don't do it like say you know
I fucking hate
you're
it.
full.
Not because of the roles. I don't like it.
Some of them are just
They're just very terrible. And I really do not like it.
there's this school one I saw, I don't know if it's school though, where they can make like pictures. If two people are in pictures, they can hug each other. It brings pictures to life.
Okay, I think I've seen it.
That was cool. I don't like that one. That one we hit. I don't like it. That shit is terrible. That morphine. That
Oh my god, that shit is very
I think it's funny how people believe these things. Though.
surprised, man.
Like you don't even say some this video like this now. No be real.
But to me, something like just maybe there's some people you'd be surprised that there's some people that don't know that anything about AI.
Actually,
You'd be surprised. Now when that shit, this is what somebody done. Like in real life.
mm,
And for something it mix and match, you see this is what does for it, when God to God. And then you that knows about it, when you see that some of the comments, you will just be surprised, like
the heart of man is wicked. You know, like, what the fuck is wrong with this people? You know, if he says something, don't add up for this thing. But again, I'm excited about how far AI is going to go in the future.
just like
It's not even the future. Technically, it's the present. Because AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere.
yeah, it is like the thing is that I know what lots of people are really worried about is basically AI taking all over the workforce.
It will take over people's job. It will create some new jobs.
I think we there's something I feel like a lot of us forget is that most of these AI agents they are available to everybody. So it's not like it's available to just a few.
At least the base version is
The, like the base version that built, and with that base version you can
go for it.
so you can like there are lots of people that even opening free world. It was like every day. I'm sure you can calculate like even 10 different AI agents or land language models so that you can use that to stuff. You know. So sometimes yeah, people complete that to do this, and it's making a lot of people scared about what the future is. I would say rightfully so, but then somehow I would say I'm really not, because what's coming to us. See, what was it?
Yeah,
Because the thing is that when it gets that bad, people get very
true.
and that's just simple. That's just that
You know
simple.
the survivor. Survivor is a very dope motivator.
You don't see that one like where people are saying survival is winning frankly. Oh boy.
Survivor, see, the one of the best motivator. But the problem is, say, if you know they need you to bring your best, if you bring your worst, the part where you need to control. Like if at that point where you need desperate enough to do anything to survive, if you know be your best, so they come and maybe the worst, come up.
Yeah.
But again, it's an excellent motivator. Personally, I don't think we would ever get to that point where there's no need for humans to do stuff, right?
I would really appreciate that point.
No, I don't think we'll get there.
No, why I'm saying I might appreciate that, but the only sad part is that we have a lot of greedy people. That's just the. So I think that's most people's fear. I don't think they are afraid of the AI itself. They're afraid that big corporations will just use it for just profits.
But they use everything for profit today.
Of course, like they use it for profits, yes, but at least you have work. It is what is called. It's going downstream. If you're making money, of course, it trickles down. But now imagine if work that's like let's say 200,000 workforce, right? But then they get AI agent and that really drops like 10 or 20. So
No, but in that particular example, right? Over time, that has already been happening.
true.
Before they do all this tractor,
Yeah,
you needed a larger number of people to work on the
work
field.
on fields, yeah.
Tractor come, you reduce them. The more they improve in tractor, those their heads, which is things. That's where they attach the tractors now. The different type, don't forget the one. But the more they improve in all those things,
Yeah.
the lesser people you would need to do that.
Yeah.
Now you have factories that are completely automated, right? From production to packaging. Not just line, so in terms of that one, it already is part of the evolution.
Yeah.
You get football, for example. Very soon, sef, like some of you don't get work again. If everything works out fine, like some might not have work. And then we might get to the point where they would even try having a match where it's an automated system officiating the entire match. So evolution would happen, but it's how you handle it, what part you want to play in that ahead. Now, Web3, for example, right? Now Web2 day before.
The hype came, it don't crash.
But even as it crashed, it don't create new opportunities for people.
Yeah.
Social media, the same thing. YouTube content and all of those things, right? It took away when last you watch normal TV.
True. You're right. I think that's what you know. A lot of people like we really. These are the things you grew up with. You were not there when the thing started. So I think that's like the main thing.
Good example. When will they go buy CD?
True.
Imagine how many stores will be there in Mokoro
Right.
where they sell
With that concept, but there are some of them are still there.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Those people when they will be saying that they be OG. They go see it. Again, in every level, there are people that will not agree to move with times or find new, just like in everything. For tech today, the different fields and the different industries.
Yeah.
Everybody don't define well, okay,
Yeah.
what's the new process for this my own? I mean, front end developer was the new process, right? Before you had to do the HTML, all of those things.
Yeah.
But now you're like, okay, what's the new process?
Yeah,
You get same thing with design, same thing with Baba. Baba before now, it didn't hard for you to go barber salon now, where they don't get cordless.
Okay, for the clip.
For the clip one, and just like
yeah,
an example.
yeah.
But before they can't get that wire, and that one has its own issues, right? The cordless is here now. Cordless is good, but it's going to have its own issues too, with the battery and all of those things, and you need to have some time to charge. At least that one you just power on.
Yeah.
That one before, two issues. When you the barber, the wire will be on your leg, and then when you do small, you go touch the
So that's why I think for me, so I feel like it's an interesting time. Like just all of these things, the beauty that is unfolding in front of our eyes. So I think that's the beauty of it all. Like life has things, the times
have changed.
times have changed. And I think it's just a very good example. I don't know, like, do you know that there are still people that study, is it typewriter and short?
Yes, now. So that one has in the culture they use that they also this thing. What that one that are specific that are machine.
I don't know, it's only in movies that I see that one, but then I don't think it's really necessary.
No, that thing makes sense. So that one now I've forgotten the name. But it allows you type faster. So they have like it's not the normal keyboard, it's the way it is.
Okay.
It types faster.
But as long as that one works, but
they'll have an advanced version of it somehow.
True.
Why not mind them not day like you just get I really transcribe as you thought. Look at today now, right? This is not AI, but Google Translate has already been there since, right? The text to speech to text, you just go anywhere. You can go to anywhere and pick phone and say this,
and give
it stuff.
and then you
But that will take work from some people.
like you're right.
So it's part of just the CBT, computer-based test. When it came first, it take work from some people. So that one is like it's always going to be development comes at a cost.
True.
But the same way it's taken, it's going to give. Same way it takes, you give. Now, now you just they sit down, you say, where in this new flow do I want to be now?
Did you see his movie Whining?
Whining.
I forgot. Yes, Whining. That's the whole book of the movie was more like a girl dating one guy, he's a game developer.
Oh, I know him. That was the very funny guy.
So I think with everything I want drag now, they don't drag that in newspaper.
Yeah.
This is all the deal maybe saying they try to at that point. They try to tell and say that this paper is no longer the future anymore. You know, a lot of us.
The father now, yes.
So you know, a lot of us did that phase of denial. Like, this cannot just be
something
oh
you've
my
been doing
for 20 years. So at the end of the day, you know, it took a while before the man was like, even when the boyfriend was like, he's going to buy the business from him, take on the cost. And the man, he realized that only works short term. You understand? Because you can only do that for so long.
Yeah.
At some point, you will just cut your loss. And the people that you are trying to shield will now most likely flip more. That time. So like they just spot the food business.
Because by the time at that point now when you don't delay, the world don't move forward further. But so that's it now. You just have to key in. I think this is a good one. Let's wrap up. I don't think tip of the week. What do you have?
What's the end of the year, man? With my hand. I think I will just see cool and enjoy Christmas. Next year, something to say.
I get part 2 to this thing. We are giving so tip. My tip is part 2. Okay. Why you cool down and enjoy? Remember, say January get 62.
Okay, sorry. Remember, I say cool down.
Hey.
I don't tell you short down. There's a difference.
Shut down. Cool down and shut down.
Remember, say for people they pay
for December 25th.
Supposed carry it to
January 31. So that's it though. As they turn up, as they do Wobule and Dorime. Like Dorime was another trend this year. Was it this year? What did you say? Man, I'm glad it's not last year. Don't worry. Comment people help us out. Just put the trends.
Yeah.
So then that's it. Enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your everything, enjoy your holiday. But just enjoy Wednesday. Anywhere your budget reach.
Come on, yourself.
You stop there.
Because when you try impress, when you impress them finish, you go to your house.
Is
They
it
don't
better?
send you again.
IJGB. When you press IJGB, finish. IJGB go leave you.
They go travel, go back,
Go back.
country where they work.
You go there and now.
Go there and now, you do.
They too fair money.
You go there. You won't get enemies. Because you beg them for money, they say, they don't get, they don't turn bad friends.
Let's avoid
bad
let's
friends.
avoid those situations where I will have to avoid your call.
Or they will start the cut person off.
Actually, no, every year they always cut me off. I look forward to who's cutting me off this next year.
To be honest, I feel like that's really, really important. But then when you don't get self-reflection, because there are people that you've met and you're like they,
Like this, the most people, let me say that this is their own cut off.
yeah.
Most people they cut off who they call during this period.
We
So
don't
they went outside. They go in this period, they not shut down the town village now.
They broke off.
Like me, I don't give me rice yesterday now. And they cut them, and they cut all of them.
Basically everybody.
And they cut
So you want to
nobody.
enter 2025 alone.
And I'll go find me people who don't know me now. Because I don't know me.
Okay. And then end of that day.
This is what we do. This is what we do. Today now, waiting. We still get a few more days before the year end. Send rice.
Just a lot of
Send rice. Not just rice, before you go send only rice.
Cooked rice.
Cooked rice. If you can add chicken, it's fine. Chicken is 30,000. I don't even want much. A lap or two, fine.
Very greedy. At least collect the rice first.
Somebody will chop rice.
Chop rice.
Without chop rice. Alright guys, thank you for listening to today's episode. Usually we don't have outro, but today we are going to give you a good outro because it's the holiday period. So shout out to everybody that stayed with us throughout the year. We're a bit inconsistent and shaky this year. But God willing, next year we go hard or we go village. So yes, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the rest of the holiday. I will see you 2025.
Yeah.
Peace out. What's that new thing? Oh, keeping adultish.
Yeah. Bye.